In part two of the 2020-24 Miami Hurricanes opponent preview series, I will preview the Florida A&M Rattlers, our opponent at Hard Rock Stadium on Saturday, September 7th at 6 p.m. on ACC Network Eastern Time. Florida A&M had an incredible season last year, dominating from start to finish and claiming their first ever Celebration Bowl victory. However, with head coach Willie Simmons now on Manny Diaz's staff at Duke, the Rattlers are facing a challenging transition. They promoted James Colsey III to head coach, and the team is gearing up for another successful season, but not without some major roster changes. With 26 FBF transfers and 5 FCS transfers, FAMU is rebuilding for the upcoming season. Quarterback Jeremy Musa's departure leaves a gap that FAU's Daniel Richardson and North Carolina A&T's Austin Hooker will compete to fill. Running backs Jaquez Yant and Kelvin Dean are back to lead the offense, while the defense welcomes FBS transfers to offset the loss of linebacker Isaiah Major. The Rattlers are poised for success, but the road ahead won't be easy. Get ready for an exciting showdown as FAMU kicks off their 2024 football season in just a little under a month against the Norfolk State Spartans at the MEAC SWAC Challenge in Atlanta. This will mark FAMU's debut representing the Southwestern Athletic Conference and their first appearance in the annual game against the MEAC since 2013. Rival teams may see the Rattlers on their schedule and think they have an advantage, considering FAMU's recent changes with new head coach James Colsey and a revamped roster. As for on the field, in addition to winning the Black College National title, the Rattlers received numerous accolades for the individual players and team performances in 2023. Recently, they were honored as the Team of the Year by the Black College Football Hall of Fame. However, despite their remarkable achievements, last year's Rattlers couldn't claim the top spot for best defense in the FCS. They settled for a respectable second place there. Nonetheless, their defensive coordinator Milton Patterson sees this as an opportunity for his, quote, dark cloud defense, end quote, to strive for even greater success. Now, the FAMU defense was a force to be reckoned with, leading the team to victory in multiple games. They managed to limit opponents to just 15 points per game while racking up an impressive 17 interceptions and 6 forced fumbles. Unfortunately, most of the standout players from their championship-winning roster are no longer with the team. As you know, Isaiah Majors, who I mentioned earlier, was a standout performer last year. He had 106 tackles, and his absence is surely going to be felt. Redshirt senior Kendall Bowler is the closest in tackles with 39, but the team will need to rely on new talent to step up. The turnover producing interceptions were a key part of this success, but with the departure of their top playmakers, their incoming players will have to fill some big shoes. However, during their triumphant journey to clinch the SWAC championship last year, the Rattlers showcased their offensive prowess by averaging an impressive 30 points per game. However, under Colsey, a new era comes in. Despite the changes, there remains a core group of players from that championship-winning roster last year who have chosen to stay, fueled by the hope of achieving the same remarkable feat again. Among the standout performers from that roster, of course, is quarterback Jeremy Musa, who left the team sadly. That left the void for Richard Jr., Junior Muratovic, and graduate student Daniel Richardson, who are trying to fill that void that Musa left behind. A similar battle is unfolding in the running back position, with Terrell Jennings, who led the team in rushing with over 700 yards, and he faces competition for that role. Graduate student Kelvin Dean and redshirt senior Jaquez Yant, the second and third leading rushers from last year, are engaged in a fierce battle for that coveted RB1 position. On the receiving front, the Rattlers boasted a well-rounded attack with multiple players making significant contributions. Now, while 5 players amassed over 300 receiving yards, only one familiar face has returned for the 2024 season. That's senior Jamari Gassett. He showcased his skills with 320 yards and 3 touchdowns, including a memorable game-winning score. But no one's locked up any starting spots on the team. Now, when I look at FAMU's schedule, okay, it's pretty tough. They open in Atlanta against Norfolk State in the MEAC SWAC Challenge, like I said, on August 24th. Then they open their home schedule against South Carolina State the following week before coming to Hard Rock in the Canes home opener, and then goes to Troy off a bye week before coming back to Tallahassee to host Alabama A&M. Now, from a Canes perspective, if anyone thinks this will be an easy game, think again. That FAMU defense is very good. Like I said, they were second in the FCS last year in total defense. That being said, however, this is a game the Canes should win comfortably, and I think we will do that. My prediction for FAMU in 2024 is 10-2 in another SWAC title. In part 3 of the 2024 opponent preview series, I will preview the Ball State Cardinals.